All right, hey guys, Gabe DeArmond here, live at the Herbert Hoover Boys and Girls Club in downtown St. Louis. I hope you can hear me okay. Obviously, we're using computer audio, and there's quite a few people here, so hopefully audio's good. Masks are required in here, so I'm going to have to wear this through the live stream. Hopefully, everything will be audible. You guys can hear. They've got a table set up with an Alabama hat, a Missouri hat, a Georgia hat. I'd say there's 40 or 50 people here. I was talking to the man in charge of the Boys and Girls Club here. We got here about an hour ago, so hour and a half ago actually. I was talking to him, and he said they mostly just kind of invited friends and family. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We are back. I tried to switch to my hotspot. That's not going to work here. We are on the Boys and Girls Club Wi-Fi. All we can do is stick with that and hope that the connection sticks long enough with everything going on here that you guys can watch and see him pick up a hat. We're going to do our best. I'd love to be able to set something up that was a little bit more stable, but just in the building we're in, it's not possible. It is 5:59. This is supposed to start in a minute. Thus far, Luther and his family are not yet here. So if they get here, then we'll start adding video there. I know we've got a lot of Georgia fans listening, and we've got a lot of Missouri fans on here as well. I know that Missouri commitment Jamarion Wayne just walked in. Missouri commitment Marquise Gracial is here. Isaac Thompson, another Missouri commitment, is supposed to be here. I'm sitting over this far away. I'm going to take my mask off, so hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better. If some people, come over and tell me to put one on, then I'm going to have to slide it back up. Appreciate everybody that is here watching. Again, Missouri or Georgia, I think it's been a pretty 50-50 race over the last few days. Obviously, the Georgia visit opened some eyes and made an impression on Luther and his family. There is absolutely no question about that. I think when Luther originally decommitted from Oklahoma, most people thought this was Missouri's race to lose. We talked to some people the day that happened, and some people said Missouri was ahead by a bunch, and some people said Missouri's ahead, but it's not an insurmountable lead, and they're going to have to recruit him over the next couple months, and that's what's happened. He took an unofficial to Missouri last weekend. It was his fifth unofficial, I believe, since June. He took the official visit to Georgia. I forget if that's the second or third time he's been down there, but obviously familiar with Athens. Got the red carpet treatment down in Athens. Missouri has not used the official visit yet. They do still have it. If they have that, I think for a couple of reasons. Number one, if Luther does commit to Missouri tonight, Missouri would like to be able to bring him on campus as an official visitor in December with a lot of other kids to try to help out. If he picks Georgia tonight, Missouri would like to have the official visit just for maybe to try to get one last-ditch effort in. I'm fairly confident in saying whoever he picks, I don't think the other school is going to give up. I think it's unusual for a kid to decommit twice, so I would expect that whatever decision he makes tonight is the decision that he sticks with ultimately. But, hey, things happen, and you never know. Again, I don't think Kirby Smart will give up if it's Missouri. I don't think Eli Drinkwitz is going to give up if it is Georgia. A few people in the last few minutes here are starting to kind of say they think it's Missouri. I got a message that said that from someone at Rivals. I guess Steve Wilfong over at 24/7 has put in a crystal ball for Missouri. Again, I didn't make a public prediction on this because I didn't want to deal with the blowback of being wrong if I was wrong. So I didn't do it. But I'm going to be honest, and I know the Georgia fans aren't going to like this. You're going to think I'm a homer. You can ask the Missouri fans on here. They want me to be more of a homer. I'm really not. If I had to make a pick, I think it's going to be Missouri. But, hey, that's why we're here, because Luther has done a pretty good job of keeping this thing quiet. Again, I'm just kind of filling time here right now until we've got some people that start showing up. And, hey, if you're here talking to me for 20 minutes, then that's how it's going to be, and there's not much we can do about it, right? So I appreciate all the comments, appreciate everybody being here, and certainly hope you guys appreciate us doing this, and I know it's probably not perfect on your end, and the audio, the connection, anything like that, but we're gonna do our best. Again, starting to get some national people, both from Rivals and from 24/7, that say that they're pretty confident this is Missouri. The buzz around here in people I've talked to since I got here at 4:30 has been Missouri. I'll just tell you that. I've talked to some folks from St. Louis since I've been here. They feel pretty good that it is going to be Missouri tonight. But hey, we've had surprises before. I've covered one of these things. I've live streamed one of these things actually, where a kid committed to both schools beforehand, and then ended up, obviously only committing to one when he picked up the hat. So at this point, I'd say we've got, 40 friends and family members in the crowd. Again, Missouri commitments: Jamarion Wayne, Marquise Gracial, and Isaac Thompson are in the crowd. Luther and his family have not yet arrived. Quite a few, people from the youth center, the Boys and Girls Club here, and I should mention the reason that this announcement is here is this is where Luther played in the JFL from ages 8 to 13. This place has turned out. Brian Allen, I learned he was the last kid to make his announcement here. He was a kid that about 10 years ago played at Minnesota, from Maplewood, Richmond Heights. Mookie Cooper played here when he was a kid. Jamison Williams, who's now at Alabama, played here when he was a kid. Isaiah Williams, who's now at Illinois, played here when he was a kid. So a whole lot of kids have come through here. This is where Luther played Little League football. And so that's why he's doing this here, to give the Boys and Girls Club a little bit of attention. We've got media set up. We've got some more people starting to walk in. Still have not seen the man of the hour. It will get started when it gets started. Hopefully, look, if I have to move in the middle of this and plug in my computer, that's what I'll do. And you're just going to have to kind of stick with us. But hopefully, I've got 75% on my computer. Hopefully, it'll hold up until we get going. If you guys have any legitimate questions, that's great. If you just want to kind of fight back and forth in the comments, that's great too. Whatever you want to do. I do appreciate, this is by far the biggest audience we've ever had for anything, guys. And really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody being on here. And look, I'm trying to figure out more things to talk about, right? I had Jed May on from UGAsports.com this morning on our live recruiting show, and we appreciate Jed taking the time. Jed was very similar to me this morning. He said, hey, I've got some people telling me that we feel good. I've got some people telling me that they think it's going to be going to go the other way. So appreciate Jed taking the time and talking with us. Yeah, hey, we've been on for 8 minutes and nothing has changed here. Nobody has walked in as far as the people actually sitting at the table. But eventually we will get to that point. A few Missouri commitments in the crowd. This is mostly friends and family and media. Again, the Boys and Girls Club did not want to, pack 500 people in this gym because there's obviously still things going on, and I know there are some comments in the comment section. Look, guys, when you walk in a place and you're their guest and they say wear a mask, you wear a mask. So that's what we're doing. Luther Burden just has walked in the building now, so hopefully we're going to get Sean to join in, and we'll be able to use the double video here in just a second. I will add him in when he is up and going. And Luther and his family, looks like a group of probably about 15 people just walked in. So we're going to add Sean to this. And there's a shot of the table. Obviously, nobody is at it quite yet, but Luther and his family have gotten in the building. There you can see Luther back behind the table. Gentleman he's talking with is the guy who's in charge of the Boys and Girls Club. When they sit down at the table, I'm going to shut up. I'm gonna mute myself, and you guys are gonna just kind of be able to watch. I'm not gonna put the audio of Skype on quite yet because there's a lot of background noise. The media has to be about 15 feet away, so you're gonna hear a lot of background noise, to be quite honest. So when Luther and his family sit down, I will mute myself. I will let you guys, watch the announcement. Luther looked like he was either just taking a phone call or a text message. To our knowledge, we don't know if he's informed either coaching staff at this point. When we talk to him afterwards, that's certainly a question that we will ask, and find out if he has done so. What you guys are, I'd say there's 15 to 20 media members here. I'd say there's probably 50 to 60 now, friends and family in the crowd. That is Luther giving nothing away, wearing the black hoodie and black jeans. And I believe there were 3 chairs at the table. I'm assuming that's going to be Luther's parents with him when we do eventually get going in. And again, when we get going, I will shut up and just let you guys listen to what's going on. Just to let you know the plan, we don't know exactly if Luther's going to take questions at the table afterwards. If he does, we will stay live with you for that. And then for the Missouri fans who are watching, if the choice ends up being Missouri, which that's kind of the direction it's leading right now, we are just going to stay live with you guys for a while. We're going to try to talk to the Missouri commitments who are here. We're going to try to talk to Luther, obviously one-on-one if we can. We're going to try to talk to his dad, maybe his coach. I don't know if Darren Sunkett will be here or not, but we're going to try to bring you guys a full show, a full live, couple hours, an hour, 2 hours of programming from here when this actual announcement is over. Again, we don't fully know the setup as far as if he is, going to take questions at the table or how it's going to go. But we're assuming we're going to be a few minutes away here from him actually sitting down at the table and getting this thing going. Appreciate your guys' patience being with us. I mean, while you're here, I'd ask you guys one thing. We got 3,600 people watching this thing right now. Just give us a like while you're here. It really does help kind of spread the word and let people know that we're doing this. I don't really know why. I don't understand the analytics, but just hit the like button. And I understand when he makes a commitment, hey, if you're a fan of the other school, you may hit the dislike button, and whatever happens, and that's fine. But would appreciate it if you guys would give us some interaction so we can let people know we're doing this, because we've definitely tried to. Sean drove 4.5 hours up from Kentucky to do this, and I drove a couple hours down from Columbia, and we want to make sure that you guys see this. This is not just for Missouri. This is a big announcement nationwide, and I do want the Georgia fans to know we came here having no idea where Luther is going. I had told Roddy, who runs our Georgia site, we're going to go because we're part of a network, and if the number 6 kid in the country is committing, we're the closest people here, and we need to be here. And if it's Georgia, we want to be here to help you guys out. So appreciate all the Georgia fans we've got. Maybe we have some Oklahoma and Alabama fans here. I don't really know. I'll be honest, I think probably most of the Oklahoma and Alabama fans have given up by now. But it is what it is. Luther now is kind of back standing up against the bleachers there. I assume just waiting for some other people to roll in. And so we'll see, guys. One way or another, I'm pretty sure Luther Burden's going to be playing in the SEC East next year. I do want to say, regardless of where he goes to school, I saw this kid play his first game of his senior season. I came over and watched when East St. Louis played CBC. The kid is absolutely electric. His first touch of the season was a punt return that he picked up on a bounce, and he ran it back 85 yards for a touchdown. I think he had 3 touchdowns that night. One of them was called back. A lot of you guys probably saw him play St. John Bosco. That game was on national television. He had 2 or 3 touchdowns in that game. He is 100% worthy of the ranking. Missouri does not turn out top, right? And Missouri, I say Missouri because Luther is originally from this side of the state line, started it. And I believe it was Cardinal Ritter, and then transferred to East St. Louis. If I have that wrong, I'm sure somebody will correct me. I'm doing this off memory. But I've covered Missouri and high school football here in recruiting for 18 years. I saw Sheldon Richardson play in high school, and he was the kid that you walked in, and I saw 500 kids at a camp, and I said, oh my God, who's that? I saw Blaine Gabbert with 500 kids at a camp, and I said, oh my God, who's that? I didn't see Luther Burden at camp. I saw Luther Burden play a football game, and you didn't have to be very smart to figure out which guy was Luther Burden. He was in a game with, I want to say 7, 8, 9 D1 players, and he was the best dude on the field, and it wasn't really all that close. And that is not being disrespectful to Miles McVay, who has a ton of offers. He visited Georgia with Luther last weekend. To Toriano Pride, who's committed to Clemson. Those kids are great players, but Luther was just at a different level, and everybody on the field kind of knew it. Like, everybody at the stadium that night was obviously watching the game and talking about all these kids, but it was like they kind of knew Luther was at this other level. Like, they treated him a little bit different. So again, Luther right now, you can see him just to the right of the flag there in our shot. He is standing back up against the bleachers. It is 6:14. Hopefully everybody else will roll in here pretty soon. I assume we're waiting on mom and dad or teammates. I don't really know at this point. Nobody is sitting down at the table yet. I believe that's Darren Sunkett, the East St. Louis coach, maybe, that Luther's talking to. I don't know that for sure. But that looks like Coach Sunkett back there. Just from a distance, I'm 30 yards away, because I wanted to set up where I could talk and you guys could hear me, and I'm not disrupting every single thing that's going on over there. I'm not trying to sit in the middle of the bleachers and do a live show from there. So I'm kind of off to the side. Sean is over in front of the table for us, and hey, when this gets going, it's going to get going. Not a whole lot else I can tell you guys at this point. So, Sean, I don't know if you can kind of pan the camera around for us and just kind of give us a look at the rest of the room and give people an idea kind of what it looks like as far as media and other people that are here. It's very weird because I'm watching Sean turn his camera now, and our live stream is, obviously a little bit delayed. So there you see they got the bleachers set up. They got some media here, and when we move the phone, understand, guys, it's a little bit blurry, so we're trying not to move the phone a whole lot, but do kind of want to give you an idea what's going on here. And what's going on right now is a whole lot of waiting. Just waiting for the man of the hour to get the show on the road. Again, Luther, a 5-star kid, number 1 receiver in the country, number 6 player in the country, according to Rivals.com. I don't know what other people have him ranked because, frankly, I don't pay any attention to what other people rank. I see the political commenters have come in, so that's awesome. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Again, I'm wearing a mask because they asked us to wear masks here, so that's what we are. That's what we are doing. We are just waiting for Luther to be ready to go. I'm doing a little typing right now, so you're going to have to stick with me. I'm not good at typing and talking at the same time. And so, yeah, we're just, I don't know, guys. I honestly have not had to really kill time for this long on one of these things, if I'm being honest, but that's where we're at. So, look, we got our little scroll going on right now, so we've got that, and got 4,500 people on here, so that's awesome, guys. I really appreciate you all doing this and being part of this. We are hopeful that it is decent quality on your guys' end. We understand it's probably not perfect, but it is what it is. Demetrius Johnson, local guy here in St. Louis who does a lot for underprivileged kids and things like that. He played football back in Missouri. I believe it was in the early 80s, late 70s. He is here. He's just over talking to Luther right now. I don't know, it looks like we're at least starting to get some movement, and we might have some people at the table here pretty shortly. Luther is at least moving toward the table. He's stopping to take some pictures. And I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of behind the flag. So, yeah, Luther's got a photo op with Demetrius Johnson and with a couple other gentlemen that I'm not sure. One of those might be his father. I don't really know, to be quite honest with you. I think it is, because he's walking up toward the table with Luther. So, The man of the hour here is set to sit down at the table. As soon as he does, I'm going to go on mute, and I'm just going to unmute Sean, and you guys are going to watch. And when it goes, it goes. Here we are, Luther Burden set to make his announcement in the next few minutes, maybe quicker than that.
Testing. Good evening. We're here for a great day in the city of St. Louis, regional area. As you know, we have a lot of negative stuff that's on TV all the time when it comes to young men. But we're glad to have such a great event for young African-American individual who grew up right here at this club. Let's give a round of applause to Mr. Luther Burden. And so right now I'm going to turn the mic over to Luther to do his thing. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. First, I would like to thank God for blessing me with the opportunity I have today. I also like to thank everyone here to support my college announcement. I want to give a special thank to my coaches for believing in me and taking me under the wing to be another father figure in my life. And I want to thank the coaches who took their time out to recruit me. I also want to thank my teammates for pushing me each and every day to become the best version of me. After decommitting from the University of Oklahoma, I was able to take a step back and enjoy the recruiting process and have a better understanding of what my future holds for myself. Lastly, I want to thank my parents for all that they have done for me throughout life. And, all good schools have been a great experience for me. This has been the most difficult decision of my life. With that being said, I will be committed to I chose Missouri because I want to be the first to, you know how big recruits in St. Louis, they all, go to places like the Georgias, the Alabamas. I just want to start a trade here in St. Louis for, the young people with talent abundantly. Start a trade here in St. Louis and stay home and take our talents to Missouri.
So when do you start recruiting for pursuits?
I've been starting. Colin knew my decision a little long ago, but I've been starting.
How excited are you to get on campus?
I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm graduating early, so I'll be there in January.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Any more questions?
What about Mizzou's approach that made you want to go there?
I got a good relationship with Coach Terry. I believe in him and him rebuilding and recruiting St. Louis. We got a lot of St. Louis guys up there. And we're going to rebuild this thing.
How hard was it to say no to Georgia after your trip?
It was real hard. I enjoyed Georgia a lot. And, it was just a family decision, So I'm happy where I'm at.
I know one of your guys, Jay Moses, is still in it at Alabama. Was that hard too?
Yeah, me and him talk a lot, but me and him, he understood why I stayed home.
You said you made your mind up a couple weeks ago or something like that. When did you actually know that this was the decision you wanted to make?
I knew it like when I left Missouri. last weekend when I was at the game. Yeah, that's why I know.
What was it about right in that moment that made you say, okay, I'm home?
It just felt like I needed to be there, and I needed to make a change in my own state.
Was there something that stuck out, especially from your visit?
Nah.
You said you're getting there early, correct?
Yeah, I'll be there too.
How important is that to you in just, getting on campus and starting your experience there?
It's really important so I can get out of St. Louis, and get ready to perform in college, so I can get ready.
And you said you just started a trend from St. Louis going to Columbia. Why do you hope that's a thing, and what do you hope your decision makes for fellow kids in the city?
I can't hear you.
What is it about, the process you hope to create here that made you want to go to Mizzou, from the city to Columbia?
That's so crazy.
Is this moment everything you drink up?
Most definitely. Me being from St. Louis, a rough city. It's just a blessing, being from St. Louis and having this opportunity to take my talents, and go to the big stage.
Was the recruiting process fun? Was it stressful? Was it both? Are you in the league right now?
The recruiting process, it was fun, like at the beginning, but when it got down to time to make a decision, it was most definitely stressful.
How busy was the phone last night?
It was real busy. I typed it off.
Did you consider kind of NIL at all in making your decision and the opportunity to play so close to home and take advantage of that?
Kind of, a little bit. Yeah.
Is that something you talked with Coach Frankwood at all about?
No.
How important for you and your family to be able to drive on about the college and watch the game? How important is that?
That's really important. For my dad, to be able to come watch me play on Saturdays and be back on Sunday and get ready for work on Monday. So that's a plus.
Luther, I hate to be the one to ask you another tough question, but this is still only a verbal. You have until December to decide, but you're 100% locked into Mizzou.
Yeah, I'm 100%.
What makes you that confident that you're going to go to say months out that your people can still contact you?
Missouri is where I want to be. So I'm locked in.
What's it like to be ready for now?
It's a relief for sure. Now I can lock in, and bring this home.
What is it to have some of your future team like this?
Feel good, from the teammates, from the time to around, and I'm just happy.
For anyone who's never seen you play, how do you describe your style?
I'll describe my style of playmaker. Silent player to watch, a dog on the field. I want to go get it.
What was the importance of holding this ceremony here for you?
This is why I play Little League. I think it's good for the community. People being able to come watch. I used to play football later, so yeah. Shout out to everyone. Yeah.
All right, guys, so that is Luther Burden, and he is done taking questions at the podium, but we are hopeful. Okay, we've got East St. Louis head coach Darren Sunkett coming up to talk, so we're going to go back to Coach Sunkett's words. After this, we're going to try to get some interviews. We're going to try to stay live here. We're going to try to talk to Luther, maybe his dad, the Missouri commitments who are in attendance. So if you're a Missouri fan, stick around. There's plenty more to see here, but we're going to go back to Darren Sunkett.
Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry for being tardy. just getting off the practice field, like I got here as quick as I could. I was hoping you guys would wait, but I definitely understand this is not about me. This here is about Luther Burton, and when you speak about Luther, I mean he's a very loyal guy. As you can see, he chose to play at his home state, his home school. And he's going to do some wonderful things down at Mizzou, and it's a pleasure for me to have the opportunity to coach a guy like him. And I can say I've coached 5 All-American wide receivers, and you don't like to compare them. But I can say this, Luther he's right there with them all. You don't want to actually pick one, you don't want to slay any. But Luther's definitely one of the best wide receivers to come out the St. Louis area that I've seen in the past 25 years. Like I said, he's going to do some great things when he gets down there. So, like I said, I didn't have much to say, but all I can tell you is Coach Drake, Coach Mizzou, they're getting a great kid, not just a football player, but he's a great character kid, and he's going to do well.
All right. Yes. Snake, give a round of applause to Mr. Herbert. Thank you guys for coming out.
Stick around here with us, and Sean's gonna try to kind of work on getting some other people to talk. If I can grab Luther or his dad over here to talk with us, I will certainly do that. But yeah, Sean's just gonna kind of give me a heads up. Maybe when he's got somebody to talk to. Luther is doing a radio interview right now. I hope to maybe be able to grab him and have him sit down here with me. And if we can do that, I've got another chair here. We certainly will do that. Sean, if you're listening, okay, it looks like Sean's talking to some other Missouri commitments not right now, so he's going to kind of, I'll keep paying attention to him, and when he's got guys who are ready to talk, we're gonna let you talk to them. So I know Isaac Thompson is over there with a brace on his leg, so we're trying to get him set up for an interview right now. I believe the St. Louis University High safety. Okay, it looks, Sean,
I might have to flip the phone around.
are we good? Okay. Let me know when we're good over there, Sean. And again, we got some guys out in the... Hey, Isaac, this is Gabe DeArmond. Can you hear me? Okay, perfect. Isaac, I appreciate it, man. So first off, I know you and Marquise and Jamarion are all here, so why was it... First of all, did you guys know where Luther was going before this, or did you show up and you weren't positive? Okay, so I know, look, a lot of you guys have grown up playing against each other and together. Like, why'd the three of you guys come out to support Luther tonight? Like, why was that important to you? I was going to ask, what's this do for your guys' class? I mean, obviously you already have, 6, 7, 4 stars, top 20 class, but adding this guy, what's it do?
Player right away.
Okay, I got to ask you while you're here, Isaac, I know obviously you had the knee injury in one of your early games.
Mm-hmm.
How's the recovery going? How are you feeling?
Mm-hmm. It's going pretty good. I've been doing every day for the past 3 weeks, and I've been working really hard with that. Started lifting, and just started doing little things to get back right and get back in the mental space of just getting back and recovering, making a full recovery for this summer. So they said it's going to be a full recovery by the time I go into Mizzou this summer, and I'll be 100% by then. And that's all I'm working to, and I'm going to do everything to come in and make an impact right away.
Perfect. Appreciate it, Isaac. Thanks a lot, man. Sean, if you got other guys over there that want to talk, let me know. I'm sure Missouri fans would love to hear from you.
Okay, perfect.
All right, thanks, Isaac. That is
Thank
Isaac
you.
Thompson, and hey, that is my fault, guys, for having him on mute there for a couple of questions, but obviously highly complimentary of Luther Burden, and excited to play with him for the next 4 years. And we are now moving the camera over, I believe, to St. Charles defensive tackle Marquise Gracial. So when Sean is set with him, we're going to go ahead and hey, Marquise, this is Gabe DeArmond. Can you hear me, man?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good deal. I want to kind of
I can
ask
hear
you. Yeah, I got you. You're good. I kind of want to ask you the same thing I asked Isaac. I mean, just why was it important to you guys to come out here and see Luther make this announcement and kind of support your now future teammate?
I just had a feeling he was going to come to Mizzou, so I was like, might as well just make sure I'm here, and it's a big deal.
I know.
Pretty exciting.
Okay, now tell me about. I don't know if you've played against Luther growing up or with him, but tell me about what kind of player you guys just added.
I've never played against him or with him growing up, but he's, from what I've seen, is an amazing player. Electric. He can do it all. Kick return, receiver, all of it.
All right.
He's a great player.
Perfect. Last thing for you. I know we've talked to you in the past, and you've talked about maybe taking some other visits and stuff. Is that still in your plans, or are you locked in now here with Missouri?
Well, I'm locked in, but I'm still going to go places just for the experience.
Cool. All right, man. Well, Marquise, I appreciate you taking the time, man. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
All right, that was Mizzou defensive tackle commitment Marquise Gracial from St. Charles, and I believe Sean has one more guy maybe that we're going to talk to over there, and that is Parkway receiver Jamarion Wayne. We are getting him set up now, and as soon as we've got him, we're going to let you hear from him, and then hopefully we're maybe going to be able to grab the man of the hour when he's done doing some other media tonight. All right, so we got Jamarion Wayne. Jamarion, can you hear me, man?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good deal. Appreciate you taking a minute.
Can you hear me?
And yeah, I got you. Wanted to ask you, you play the same position as Luther, having him in this class now, along with Mekhi Miller. How excited are the three of you guys to get on campus and kind of show what you can do?
Excited. Nah, it's a turnover. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, it ain't nothing that. We taking over everything. Excited, man. To be honest, we stay at home, so you know what I'm saying. We got the roof at that, so the game's gonna be lit at that. So I mean, it's a whole nother level of excitement.
You've been committed to Missouri for a long time. You were one of the first guys in this class. So how hard have you been working on Luther here these last few weeks?
The last few weeks, I wasn't pushing him. You know what I'm saying? I was letting him get some space, but like I said, when he was committed to Oklahoma, was it?
Yeah.
Then that's when we was talking more.
Okay, so let Missouri fans know that we still got about 1,000 Missouri fans on here watching. How's your senior season going, man?
I mean, right now, I'm not gonna say it was a hard start because we 6-2. Well, we are 6-2. Soon to be 7-2, but it's as of right now. Instead of me trying to make everything a competition right now, I'm trying to make it fun for the last couple of games that we got for the rest of the season. I mean, even though most of this game has been fun, I've been more working hard than having fun.
Mm-hmm. I know Luther said he's planning to enroll early. Are you going to get there in December, or are you waiting until summer?
I'm waiting till the summer.
Okay. Well, man, I appreciate you taking some time. I know you didn't come here to do interviews, but thanks for doing it, man. Good to talk to you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
There you go. 3 Missouri commitments in the crowd tonight, and appreciate them taking a minute to talk to us. That was, again, Jamarion Wayne, the Missouri receiver from Parkway North. Luther Burden is somewhere around here. He is still doing a lot of media interviews. Hopefully, at some point, Sean's going to grab him, and maybe we can talk to him one-on-one. If nothing else, hopefully, maybe Sean will be able to go jump over in the media scrum. Maybe we could get Darren Sunkett. You know, I'm just throwing ideas. Sean doesn't have his headphones back in yet, so he can't hear me. So I'm going to stick with you guys for a couple minutes. Again, Luther Burden, the number. Number 6 player in the country has committed to Missouri tonight over Alabama and Georgia. I mean, guys, you can't really overstate what this means for Eli Drinkwitz. The season hasn't been what Missouri fans have wanted, but this is a gigantic win for Missouri on the recruiting trail. And they've got a class that I believe is going to rank in the nation's top 15 now with Burden on board. And, you know, he's their 15th commitment, so could have another 10 spots or so left. Sean, if you can still hear me, man, I don't know if you can kind of jump over where Luther's doing interviews and just jump in on that, or maybe grab Coach Sunkett, just see, you know, if we might be able to talk to anybody else while we're waiting for Luther to finish up, whatever. But even if Luther came over here and sat down next to me, that'd be fine, whatever. Whatever you can get done, we're good with getting done. We're going to stick live here with. We still got 875 Missouri fans watching live, and you know, so okay. So we got Sean's talking to. We got Sean with Miles McVay, East St. Louis offensive lineman, and we are going to talk to him here in just a second, as soon as Sean gets the camera set up. So, all right, so I think we got Miles McVay with us. Miles, can you hear me, man? All right, appreciate it. This is Miles McVay, East St. Louis offensive lineman. Gabe DeArmond here on the other end. I'm actually about 20 feet behind you. So, Miles, just wanted to ask you, man, a lot of people didn't know. How long have you known what Luther's decision was before tonight? Yeah, I know obviously you guys have played together all year. I mean, just for the people watching this that haven't seen Luther play, what kind of player did they get tonight? Mm-hmm. I know obviously you got to go down to Georgia this weekend as well when he was down there. What was that experience like for you? Right. You've seen a lot of your teammates go through this process here over the last 12 months. Are you ready for this to kind of ramp up and this to be you making the decision? Hey, Miles, yeah. Yeah. You're good. Go ahead, man. Yeah.
Since freshman year, I watched AJ Spraggs. I watched them all do it, and then now I'm watching Luther do it. So it's only my turn next. So a little nervous, you know, we've been in this spotlight.
Yeah, is it exciting though to know all the chances that you might have in front of you?
Yeah, I mean, because all the work that you do behind closed doors to get to where you at right now, you know, just to see your work pay off, it's kind of exciting. Yeah, I'll say that.
All right, well, Miles, appreciate it, man. Go celebrate with your teammate or whatever you got going on, and have a great rest of your junior year. I know you guys have been rolling here.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot. And again, that's my fault at the beginning, guys. I had Miles on mute for just a second, but hopefully you guys heard kind of the end of it, and appreciate Miles taking some time with us. And again, we are doing this on the fly with, spotty Wi-Fi and all that. I apologize. There have been a couple technical issues here and there, but I do certainly appreciate you guys sticking with us. And, hopefully we're going to be able to grab Luther here in a couple minutes, but we'll see. I know he's taking some pictures with some family members, and if we can get him, we're certainly going to get him, whether Sean grabs him over there or whether we can even get him over here sitting next to me. I don't really care either way. But I'm going to stick with you until we do kind of find out, if we'll maybe have a chance to get a one-on-one with Luther live here for the Missouri fans who want to hear from him, and a little bit more about what it was about Missouri and how he went about making this decision. Again, we'll if you guys can stick with me, I appreciate it. Still got a lot of you on here, and that's awesome. We don't want to interrupt Luther with his family stuff. Obviously, hey, that's the priority tonight. But if we can talk to him, we're gonna definitely make an effort to do that. But again, he's got a lot of family here, and he's got a lot of stuff going on. So you're gonna have to stare at me for a couple of minutes while we wait and try to get that set up. He's taking pictures right now with mom and dad. And we'll see. You're just going to have to stick with me for a minute. We'll be here until either we get to talk to Luther or Luther's got to go. We'll do whichever one comes first. And so appreciate you guys hanging out with us and dealing with a few technical issues here and there, dealing with the delayed start, all that. But hopefully it was worth the payoff for most of you guys. Obviously a huge night for Eli Drinkwitz back in Columbia. I can say with some confidence that Missouri wasn't 100% sure before the announcement, but obviously getting Luther on board here, I can tell you that the Missouri coaching staff was very excited. Mrs. Burden, congratulations, thank you very much. And Luther's mom just came over, said hello, so obviously the family pretty excited about this commitment and having this process over and done with. And saw Toriano Pride among the East St. Louis teammates hanging out with Luther. They just took a whole bunch of the East St. Louis players, just took a group picture. And I know Sean is trying to grab them and trying to see if we can get something done. Again, Luther's still taking some pictures, and this is his moment, and we don't want to interfere with that, but we are doing our best to get the man of the hour to tell you guys what's going on. Luther talking with Jamarion Wayne now. The Missouri commitment, those two guys going to be lined up on the same offense starting next August in fall camp. And Wayne is a kid who's, I believe we've got him as a high 3-star, but certainly a kid who could get a bump, having a heck of a senior season. And add in Mekhi Miller from over on the Kansas side, and I know that Missouri has got a wide receiver class that they are extremely excited about. So we will see how it goes. I see Sean over talking to Luther right now. And he is talking to Luther. Luther is talking to a couple people, taking a couple pictures, but he is going to, I believe, join us here in the next couple minutes. So if you guys can hang with me, we will have the number 1 receiver in the country and the number 6 player in the United States who has just decided tonight that he is going to play his college football at Missouri. Again, Alabama and Georgia were the finalists. Sean, I see you over there. Can you kind of raise your hand if Luther is going to talk to us here in the next couple minutes? All right, Luther's fast and he's running toward the exit, but I think he's coming back. I think he was just running away from a picture. So okay, Luther has told us he's going to talk to us. Again, he's got a lot of family, a lot of friends, and so we're certainly going to respect that. So, but it is easiest for us to just keep this going live until Luther is ready to go. So when he's ready to go, we will jump in with him. One more time, want to thank all you guys who are here with us. We've been on live for close to an hour now. I'm actually going to move over a little bit closer to a power source and do this from there while we're waiting for Luther, because that's how we've got to do it. So I'm going to move over here, plug into the outlet, and wait for the nation's number 6 player to quit making the rounds, and it looks like we're getting close to that happening. I'm going to pop back on your screen here. Okay, there's me. I know you're really excited to see me and hear from me. That's the important part of the evening here for you guys, I'm sure. So, all right, so.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so
We're down in Gabe
we got Luther coming up here in just a second. We are getting him set up. There you see him. Luther,
Yeah,
Gabe
I'm
DeArmond here. Can you hear me, man?
Yeah, I can hear.
All right, appreciate you taking a minute. Just want to ask you, like you said, this got a little stressful the last few weeks. I mean, how relieved are you? How's it feel to have this thing finished finally?
Oh, man, it's a big relief. You know, I can focus in on, you know, I got a tough game this week against IMG. You know, I'm trying to bring back the W for sure. You know, but it's a big relief. You know, I can lock in, you know, and win me a state championship before I get up out of here.
I know I talked to you after your first game of the year, and at that point you were like, look, I don't want to talk about recruiting. I am totally focused on my senior season. You've obviously been having a great year. How much fun have you been having at East St. Louis and just the way you guys have been rolling?
I've been having a lot of fun, you know, competing each and every day against, you know, me and my teammates. You know, we getting better. We finna make this. We on the run right now, you know. Since we lost against Bosco, I feel like me and my team, we together, like we created a big bond after that loss. So I feel, you know, comfortable with us on there against IMG. You know, I'm 100% sure. I think we're gonna bring back the W. So.
We had, at one point, we had about 5,000 fans on here watching this. We still got about 1,000 Missouri fans. So I want you to tell them what it was about Eli Drinkwitz in Missouri that kind of eventually won you over.
Coach Drink, I mean, that's my guy. You know, me and him built a great relationship, and I feel comfortable with him. Me and him, you know, we're going to rebuild this thing in Missouri, you know, make us a Power 5 school. I'm ready.
I know Jamarion, Isaac, Marquise, we're all here for your announcement. Obviously, Coach Drink has been doing a pretty good job in St. Louis. I mean, is there some momentum building here with you guys trying to maybe stay in state?
Yeah, we out of St. Louis. We got a lot of talent in St. Louis that leave here. So I feel like I'm you know, I'm the top recruiter in my class. I feel like I made a difference today. You know, staying home. I feel like I'm going to rebuild something in Missouri.
Are you a guy that's going to go out and try to now convince other guys? Are you going to become a recruiter for Missouri over the next couple months?
For sure, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Last thing, man, I know you got a lot of friends and family, so we don't want to keep you all night. I just want to ask you, for the Missouri fans watching, tell them what kind of player they're getting, if there's anything you want to say to the fans out there that are watching you tonight.
Man, they getting touchdown Luther in the building, man. You know, I'm him. I'm finna turn it up. Let's go.
All right, Luther, congratulations, man. Thanks a lot, and I'm sure we'll talk to you plenty more down the road.
Appreciate it.
All right, that is Luther Burden, the newest Missouri commitment, and really appreciate him. Again, guys, we didn't want to keep him for, 20 minutes. Luther has got a lot of stuff going on. He didn't have to do that, so certainly appreciate him doing it. But there you heard it. He said some of the same things to me. I covered his first game of the year. He scored 3 touchdowns. I asked him about the punt return. He said, "That's what I do on Touchdown Luther. That's why they call me that." Hey, we're gonna actually put Sean Williams back on the screen here. He's got, I believe, a shot of 3 or 4 Missouri commitments. Sean, if you can get that video, there you go. Marquise Gracial, Jamarion Wayne, Isaac Thompson, all there, kind of walking away. Isaac's the one on crutches. He told us again his recovery is going pretty well. And appreciate Luther Burden joining us. And guys, again, we had over 5,000 people here. I know it wasn't perfect. I know there were some glitches with the Wi-Fi, some audio problems, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it was worth your time. We're going to have a lot more coverage here tonight. Sean and I have plenty of stuff that we're going to write up and going to post over at Power Mizzou. We've got already some analysis from our national people. Mitchell Fordy's been manning the board. So appreciate all you guys that were here. If you can, on the way out, just do me a favor, hit like on the show. Just tell everybody, man, hey, we drove here, we did this. Just tell everybody about the site. Once again, we want to end with this picture because this is the story of the night. Luther Burden, number 6 player in America, is a Missouri Tiger. He says he's 100% locked in. So there you go. Continuing coverage all night long on PowerMizzou.com. We're going to let you guys go celebrate. We're going to grab some food, and we will have much more coverage throughout the evening. But thanks for being a part of it here, live for an hour with Luther Burden from the Herbert Hoover Boys and Girls Club in St. Louis. Shout out to everybody here who made it possible for us to get this thing done. And to, once again, all you guys were watching, I think we peaked at about 5,200 people. So much appreciated, and more to come later tonight.